Now then. Oh, well, look at this. I actually managed to be on, well, relative time for once. What a rarity these days. Truly a blessed rarity indeed. Oh, let's see if Twitch will actually work. Never thought I'd actually end up in a situation where that phone is giving me trouble, but let nobody say, you know, that such wonders are not possible. So that everything has loaded, so that we can at least be really relatively sure that things are working. Actually, rather interesting, honestly. One works just like a charm. Now then, you might be wondering, as would many people, 2 days in a row the same game? My. Wouldn't you be right about that? We're playing some more Anno today. Interestingly enough. Well, mostly because, well, to put it mildly, yesterday felt rather unsatisfying. Because, well, you know, I don't think poor little Papagak had any chance to actually reasonably show up, and I kinda wanna give him some. Would only be fair if you ask me. So we're gonna play it again and see if he actually shows up. And if not, if we can actually do something for our poor little overworked people on Crown Halls. We're basically one bad day away from rioting constantly. A situation we should most definitively deal with. That is putting it mildly. Oh yeah, we changed that around too. I can feel the track. Never thought, you know, adding a bit extra shit here and there would actually tire me out so much. Although to be fair, do feel like ever since basically ever since I passed the magical 30, I have become a bit more prone to tiredness. Not to a degree where it's actually stopping me, mind you, but it does feel like I'm getting a bit more easily tired. But then, people are still... yeah. Going by the music, they're still busy rioting. Well, I'm sure they'll calm down eventually. For the moment, we should probably make sure that this island actually produces more than enough grain to actually be transported. Not only grain, mind you, but also hops. 2 very important resources that we quite literally cannot have enough of at the moment.
The city has grown more beautiful.
It would be even more beautiful if the people would stop rioting all the time, those bloody fucking butchers. No, they didn't just insult all of my populace. Nope, sorry, I did not. Now then, I think if we have a few more of those, that should be more than enough to make happy, peppy, snazzy sounds. And next in line, what is actually next in line? A very good question, I'd say. Yeah, music, I know you're trying to be really dramatic and thematic and all of the good nonsense, and I get it, but still, listening to this without end, it's getting to me, let's just say. Maybe it's supposed to, but... I know what to say, there can be too much of a good thing. Why am I misclicking so much already? this not be a good sign? It should be probably a bad sign. A very bad sign. Sign of things to come. Horrible things. Okay, so now we only need 4 more little hubs machineries. Also known as fields, mind you. Like, what is a machinery for hops? No, it's just fields. They make hops. Because that is important. Beer, my friends. Beer is important. I also would like to set up a connection chain for wool, basically. Although that is a bit of a dangerous gamble. Wool is the requirement you have for... sails, which means ships, which means your military want that. If I don't have this on my main island here, then there is of course a bit of a chance that things could potentially backfire. And I'm thinking that we now have more than enough people. Like this, we should have more than enough people, at the very least. Which also probably means that we can put the working conditions down a little bit. That should make my apples pretty happy. Ah, they're content. Okay. Is there... well, pig production, right. We could actually potentially outsource pig production. Not on this one though, because that would actually require us to set up something else. What's with this one? What was I planning to do with you? Frankly, I don't remember what I was planning to do with Pink Rafty.
People celebrate your leadership.
And since I don't know, I think big production sounds like a plan, doesn't it?
We better reload our muskets.
Shut up, woman.
Oh, sure you can try and step on my toes.
It's pretty damn easy to step on your toes, lady. You're making it fucking amazingly
Disobey's
easy.
a pretty way.
Now then, let's produce pigs. Many a pig. Wait, that's the one? Yeah, shit. That's also the one that needs fucking fields. Actually, you go away. Oh, I need to remember how to do this. Could do it like this. Then I could copy this. Yeah, it doesn't work. At least not how I wanted it to. I thought I could copy the whole thing. That would have been amazing. But of course not. That would have been too easy. And the game is like, no, we can't have that. Well, I guess I need to set it up manually. Not that much trouble. In all due honesty. Just a bit. Wait a second. Are you missing one? Yes, you are. Don't get cocky with me, game. But I will still point out, you know, the music is... It's neat, yes, but it's kinda getting to me at this point. It's like... Yes, game, I know there's a crisis going on. Oh, hello there, little papagag. I see you found your way over here. I do apologize about yesterday. I was home a bit, quite a bit later than I had anticipated. I did play some Anno. It has, however, taken a long while. Compared to normal, that is. It's crisis. Crisis everywhere. Yeah. Not probably. Well, they honestly quite a bit better, actually. All things considered, I'm actually home at a reasonable time. I can play some games at a reasonable time. Once again, I cannot stress how much that is lovely. So yeah, all in all, not bad at all. How about you? How was your day? I hope it's good so far. Yeah, it was a bit of a misclick. Can I just relocate this one? Of course not. You know, why allow me to actually relocate this? Great. That's what I like to hear. Well then, I wanna play some Anno or wanna watch for once? Because I have a bit of a crisis at hand. A new game, eh? Oh. In an extreme edition. I mean, I'm all ears. I think I need another clipper though. And then let's see, where is all the writing happening? Well, technically speaking, nowhere. We need to deal with those cunts. They really managed to get under my skin this time.
Don't waste your effort. We're dead. Call that a storm? Why, it was nothing at all.
Music. Please, music. I know you really love yourself to death at this point, but please, music. Do everybody a favor and stop being dead. Now then, let's get rid of all of that. And all of that. And probably also all of that. So that we can focus on the important things. You know, like potatoes, for example. Potatoes are a very important thing.
What brings you here, Master?
Destruction of your whole culture, basically.
Are you the cause of endless sorrow?
Am I? Wasn't aware that I was that bad. Actually, I consider myself to be a bit nicer. Oh, that's a lot of space, isn't it? That we're gaining here. Well, it shouldn't really be a problem, all things considered. We should get more than enough from outside.
Awaiting new horizons.
Okay, so grain is actually stocked up enough that we can take...
The strike has ended.
Chill. Just as the strike has ended. That's what I call good timing. Now then. Oh, it takes a while until I try and reload it. And as I can see, you still don't have any of the DLC. See. Ooh. We're gonna miss out on some cool shit. Ah, well, at least we did something. And the strike has finally ended. It's taken forever. Really wish I had some extra time to build this up a bit nicer. But time, as they say, is a rarity these days. I'm almost looking forward on
I am a humble servant of Her Majesty, called upon for delicate occasions such as these.
Uh-huh.
Know what Annie does with royalists? We dunk you full of fish.
Where's everybody going? Let's see.
Tell me you are moral, and not yet another crook-fingered wretch.
Going to this island, eh?
Flagship at your service.
My curiosities come from far and wide.
Not a bad island.
Customer.
I am Heshua Princess Ching. My father and mother sent me as an ambassador.
So lovely to meet you, dearie. But a word of advice. Always watch your back.
Well, that is actually rather good advice.
A competitor raised a settlement.
Yeah, of course I do.
Your city has grown more beautiful.
I highly doubt that. Da, 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 da. Making things ever more
A
complicated. See?
competitor raised a settlement.
Let's see.
You reached a new milestone.
Age of Agriculture. Ah, that's so long ago. Honest, correctly designed.
Flagship ready for orders.
I had forgotten. We do not actually need exploration any longer on the other islands. I can just know what their fertilities are. Not the greatest fertilities though. I've ever seen. Yeah. Lisa looks interesting. And now I'm missing my faster button already.
A competitor raised a settlement.
Such pain. Really would have liked it. I wonder if there's an option for multiplayer to make faster. Don't think so. Hey, can I do anything here? No, I have all of the DLC, but they're not active. Meh.
Metal plows change things, I'll grant ye. But for better or for worse.
Flagship at your service.
Hey, at least we're not at war yet. That's okay, for a start. Shit. Try and get a bit more wood production going. Seems like a good plan. What else is on this island? Where precisely exactly is the thing? All the way back there. Music is rather relaxing, isn't it? Rather nice, I'd say. Thank you, Mongoloid. I'm going to kill their fertility, though. And for what? You measly houses! Be careful. You're getting very close to it. You know, very close. Now, the people already? Yes, they are demanding fish. Which is gonna take a while. Might actually not be a bad idea to get even more output production going. I mean, you know, we can always later on get rid of it again. Things take so long. The beginning game, always such a slow start. Club items. Eden Burning Gold reward tree. Yeah, doesn't really impress me. Which stuff? Jesus Christ, does it take long until it's done? Also, considering the fact that we are actually not making a lot of money, aren't those extra roads a bad idea, actually? Soonish. Just a few more measly farmers. Yes, game, I know, some new buildings have been unlocked. We are, however, not really making much. It takes that long. What are the others doing? The usual nonsense. Honestly, the AI doesn't really seem to care overly much about the usual nonsense.
You'd be doing this for the good of all of us.
Collection quest.
Good, child.
Maybe we should think about more about just randomly accepting quests.
You reached a new milestone.
Be sure to deliver on promises.
Yeah, be very, very sure. Deliver on your promises. Since we're at it anyway. Now the wait for wood begins again. Actually, that's a sweet little spot up here. I just want to preserve it. Just being nice looking. I mean, look at it. Nice little trees. Very nice looking little trees. Well, that looks scrawny. Just smiled. Schmidtchen strange looking. It costs 10 wood still. Oh, 12 wood and we have done it. What's 12 wood? Normally I would say nothing, but, well, you know. All things considered, it does take a while, isn't it? An honest bro city. Well, I'll take the name for the moment. No, then. Just 10 more wood, 5 more wood. We can have a small warehouse and start giving the people shit, basically. But I might not suffer overly much. Come on. Come on, wood, don't let me down.
Does the local wine urge itself upon you?
Well, local
You've
wine.
got a knack for this, haven't you?
We're not even producing wine yet. How many workers do you need?
The words are
Too
pleasant
many.
enough,
50.
but the eyes tell a different story.
See, that's what happens when you
How
lie
wonderful.
to the poor
You've
old
taken
lady.
pity on us.
See, that's why we don't lie to the old lady. Well, it ain't much. To be fair, our wood resources are kinda low still. Well. 50 workers and we can start producing clothing. Which means more people, which means more taxes. Taxation, yeah. Such a nice concept. Wop, wop, wop. Yeah, almost. Okay, now we can start producing working clothing, which should make the people a bit happier. Then all they really need is the tavern, or the pub, basically. Which also shouldn't take that long now, should it? Once the people are content. Well, better than nothing, I say.
Is it done?
Probably, yeah.
As loyal as a puppy.
Yes, aren't we nice people? Or something. Now then. A bit more wood and this problem should solve itself. Just takes so long though. Well, at least as long as the people are somewhat happy, we shall not fear much. I would like more production in the wood area though. My dad is asking for a bit much, honestly.
Like a frog on a lily pad, I is.
Yes, be happy. And work harder. And pay more taxes. All of the above. Still a bit of a problem with the closing, but that problem will solve itself sooner or later. Such a strange design, isn't it? We require workers. We require more workers. Still running at a minus is most definitely not a good idea. Also that serves no purpose. Just roads for the purpose of roads. Soon. TM. As usual. As quite often in an Anno game, you will find yourself going like, yes, at one point. In the near future, you'll have them. Rushed. A simple matter of time. And effort. And patience. And actually lots of patience. Really would like that faster button though. I mean, I get why not. Probably gonna be a pain.
You reached a new milestone.
I've somewhat to put before a townsperson.
Honest work, that's all we ask.
You're asking quite much.
I wish I'd a goose for your kindness.
We're on tenterhooks.
Somebody always tries to be very specific about his things. Well, to each their own, I say. And honestly, I don't really think we need to care about the brick production that much. Yeah, we still don't have enough wood. Same as always. The wood. It is cucking you. Very much so. You have 2 ivory deposits. Those will be useful in the future. Ah, very much so. But the future is, as they say, the future. And for the moment we just need more fucking workers because, well... we need a lot of them in order to
Wish
work.
for my people to blossom like your summer garden.
Well, she's a bit of a masochist, isn't she? She's like, yes, I very much enjoy you being better than me. You're sitting here like, okay, if you say so. That one requires bricks. Interesting design. Yeah, I don't think we have actually enough workers in order to deal with that yet.
Break's over.
And they hate their life. Both workers. And one of them requires 25, eh? Oh, I can't even use my little relocate tool. That is saddening. Such a useful little tool. Because that irks me, you know. We could have at least set it up. Looking a bit noisier. Okay. Yeah, makes you wonder if you can actually make use of that to that degree. So we slowly, very slowly start. Now then, we need another 50 to run the other play pit.
How about a favor for a favor?
Doesn't really sound promising.
Got to do what we can to get by. It would already require us to have bricks, and we do not have bricks. Well, not in any reasonable amount yet. It's like we're working on it. Please hold the line. Indeed, hold the line, very much so. You won't strangle yourself with the line. It's all up to you. That would require another 50. Well.
You reached a new milestone.
Ooh, a portal. That, dear ladies and gentlemen, is what we call progress. Very slight progress, but still, you know, progress nonetheless.
Toot, time to leave.
It's like, I'm dying, please help. And if you're sitting here like, nope, we're on a mission. We are basically doing it all for our own little mission of greatness. And then next in line is the slaughterhouse, so we can actually produce some sausages for our poor little working man and woman and whatever else sort of red creature might lurk inside their homes. Doesn't really matter to me as long as it works. Well, we're doing an escort mission apparently. I'm just going to look at my nice little potato field and enjoy the fact that we make schnapps from that. Ah, schnapps. Good old-fashioned schnapps. Where would the world be without schnapps? What would this last be doing without schnapps? Nobody
A
knows.
competitor raised a settlement.
Quite frankly, they might stop stealing that many things, but who knows? We don't know. They don't know. Nobody knows. Thanks to schnapps. Would actually work pretty much precisely. But we still have exactly 50 workers left. I want to take it so bad, but I can't. Everything takes time. Everything is slow. Well, technically speaking, no, the wood production is actually going reasonably fast. I am tempted to raise that again. Ah, I'm so tempted. But, you know, temptation be damned. We shall wait it out.
Will you bring order to the scattered cosmos? The chill already thaws.
How about the contract for the Emporium? I'm so glad you find it exciting.
Do I know? Say I really do. Now then you would require farmers. And we're actually pretty much out of them.
We not have trouble enough?
Yeah, I don't really think you have trouble enough. Honestly, I think you should could do with a lot more trouble. That's 25 workers each. We need to break out of it. Aren't we just basically trying to do this? Setting up a nice big brick production. Problem with that is, it takes time and it takes workers. Two things we don't really have much of. Which is why I do try to satisfy some side production. Raise the poor little brick thing a bit up. Just a little bit. Yay, we're making a slight plus in the money situation. What a good start. Lately, I think we will get kinda cucked out of many of these smaller islands if we continue being relatively passive. Yes, we could go to war with the old lady.
Meetings.
Take the big island from her. Huh? That would be an option. Jesus Christ, I'm tired these days. I hate written examinations. Same as for every other examination, honestly. It is rather tiresome. Oh, that would be 50 more workers. Yeah, those really don't grow on trees, do they?
Sweet.
You know, 25 more. So all we can really do is, well, be patient for a while. Which is actually a bit of a problem.
Me regulars could learn a thing or two from you.
You regulars. Don't have I like the sound of that. Your goon squad, basically.
Digs is full of kids. More likely find me out and about of an evening, seeing what's what.
Yeah, that's what they all say. Seeing what's what. That's one hell of an excuse for being like, I'm getting drunk or a paint thinner or something. Heck, people did this in the past. As you can imagine, not the most healthiest of drinks. That's putting it fucking nicely.
One final look. To meet our patron
Shane is happy.
utterly humbling. If there is anything I can do, anything really
Uncompromising journalism.
Yeah, if you just post good things about us, then sure.
These are good times. Could they be even better?
Good day.
I too hope to spread good and truthful news.
And I really hope you wouldn't. And our wood production is, well, it's really good. I think we can let it stay at this. We do have a bit of an imbalance though when it comes to the clay situation still. Really, I think that will actually stay for a while. Damn it.
You are careful.
Yeah, costs too much. I guess all we can really do is build more factories. And see what happens. As they say, hoping for the best, expecting the worst. Also, we could probably start blueprinting this out already. And a nice little weapons factory because, well, don't we all need weapons? Sooner or later, that is.
Look busy, people.
Yeah, don't even bother. I can see your little spiel. Jesus, 20 wood. And 20 bricks. That's quite a bit, actually. At least now we get a nice little influx of workers. Slowly but surely. And wouldn't you know it, they even get bread. And we're nice and feeding our people. Truly a pleasant sight. Looking at the clock hand, however, is not as nearly as pleasant as it would be.
Do the leaves rustle a rumor of success? From decay, you sprout a blush of lotus.
Yeah, we need to upgrade the warehouses. Sooner or later. Everyone's a critic nowadays. We do get the wood, at the very least. Not so much the rest though. Da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum. A bit of turbo.
Is it done? I had a feeling you'd do well.
Well, good to see that we don't disappoint. I mean, of course we wouldn't.
I'm old, child. I prefer to watch others embracing life. I shall be waiting.
Ah, the old lady and her statements. Unbelievable. That should help somewhat with that particular problem. Soonish. Basically right after the first few new ones come in. Sadly, without the relocating tool, we can't really redo things all that easily. It's going to bite us in the ass, I'd say. Oh well. I'm sure we can manage. Somehow. One way or another to this. Are there any other shortcomings we need to deal with? Let me see. Oh, he needs to go. Bye bye, little Peppa Gag. Nice of you to play again. And I do apologize for yesterday, and I was a bit too late. Have a good evening. Well, I guess it wouldn't really be nice of me to just keep playing this one then. Shall we go back and deal a bit more with the other one? That was one too far, wasn't it? Yeah, that was one too far, wasn't it? Well, god damn it. Not what I wanted to do. Shit. I wanted to go to the title screen. I didn't want it to close it completely. Game has decided, no, you wanted to close, now you get closed. The good thing is, this is now actually starting properly again. I hope. Yeah, hopes and dreams. See, this precise black screen is where I was stuck for the longest time. That's a good sign. See the mouse. Gee, next I was stuck here. I'm just happy it's just running again. Such, nobody cares about your evil ways. Load game. Considering that I am really quite tired, we'll play for maybe another 20 minutes or so, and then we'll take our break. I said it's a bit of a hectic time. Few too many a project at the same time. It is quite a bit more tiring than I want to admit, actually. But oh well. Tomorrow and the next weekend will be probably the prime time of being busy. And as soon as that written exam is over and done with, it should calm down somewhat, I hope. Now then, we were busy destroying all of those, basically. But enjoying the fact that we are producing an assload of Twitters. Well, bye bye, little papagag. Now then, let's take a look at our stocks. Honestly, I feel like we should... Yeah, this one was to be... Yeah, Big Island. Which also means that you most definitively need some... The depots? No, you already have the depots. Means... If the ship is finished...
Just say the word.
We can actually set up a bit of a big delivery system. Now, is there any other resource I might wanna deliver to here? Not necessarily, really. Okay, let's see here. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to get a few more potatoes. I mean, mostly because, you know, I do love myself some potatoes. Potatoes, potatoes, good old fashioned potatoes. Now, what else? Wool would probably not be a bad idea. I had almost forgotten. But there's still the plague going around. Well, we almost have 40 windows again, so there's that to look forward to. And let's deal with that. We're losing pigs, but that doesn't matter because we're getting them imported soonish. Devil may care. Ouch, great out, shade out. From down here, we want to load up on the piggies.
The city has grown more beautiful.
Piggies, piggies, and the piggies. I want you to come up here and unload all of those. And the devil may care shall be the one responsible for it. And since this island has quite literally no real big population and workers, they should fill up on piggies relatively quickly, but we will finish this line here. Of course means more piggies. Okay, that for some statistical reason ended up looking horrible. It's not that it really matters much how it looks, as long as it actually, you know, functions, which is the important part. Plague music. It's like, did you know there's a plague going around the people? And I'm sitting like, yes, game, I know there's plague going on. We've dealt with quite a bit of that already, and we do intend to deal with even more of it. Because the very moment I, you know, had all of it set up, immediately, plague. just immediately. The problem is once I'm actually finished with this line, I actually need to build up the inner line too to artisans so that we can actually upgrade them to engineers by the end. I kind of want to centralize a bit more. Right now everything is all over the place basically.
The people
I
celebrate
do
your
like to have
leadership.
things somewhat more centralized, honestly. It also saves me some time, you know, some effort.
Look sharp, the governor's here.
Now, they can deal with that. Anything else? Not really. How bad are the working conditions? Reasonably well, actually. Yeah, all things considered. The people are actually not that bad off now, are they? Yeah, at least a decent part of the city is now protected. Any more ruins? Nah, I mean, yes, but death is too close by. I would like to centralize everything. Also, if the pig production works well down here, which mind you it should, that's a nice amount of pigs, but not enough actually. Technically speaking, I want to have more of them, so I can actually get shit done a bit more efficiently. Okay, let's see. Was that enough space? It was. But if I produce the precise same amount of them again, then technically speaking we should have more than enough piggies to get a full ship going, if we desire so. Well, shit. Better. Better by far. Hoppala.
The epidemic left buildings abandoned.
Pretty sure the epidemic is under control at this point. Relatively speaking. It's not perfect, mind you, but it is something. Looking splendid, basically. Yeah, as soon as this is finished, we can probably get rid of all of the little pig farms here. But we have some nice and quiet for once. Yeah, I'm burning through some grain, but that doesn't really matter, now does it? Well, quiet literally doesn't seem to matter overly much.
What ripe fruit needs shaking from its tree?
Ask the strangest questions, my friend. Hey, things seem to finally be under control somewhat. Even though, you know, according to this we're losing, we're not actually losing out. Still making a nice little plus, I'd say. Did I actually finally came around to build a second one? No, I don't think I actually came around to build a second here. Yeah, mostly because it costs 40 window panes, and windows are basically the one weakness I have. I don't think we can probably afford another one. Because we do need to produce a few more windows, and relatively quickly even, because this is getting to the point where it's, you know, ridiculously slowing us down. And we are making a concentrated effort to make some of the good old-fashioned schnapps and beer, and the people are somewhat happy with that, so that seems to have been in our favor. We are making a nice amount of pigs, so of getting rid of a few, probably actually not a bad idea.
Endless ratty days.
I would like to set this up too in a bit more of a nicer way.
A check copy?
Yeah, just carefully edit this out.
Them's the word.
God damn it, people.
My publishing house?
My mother is also inflexible if she senses rebellion.
Well played indeed, dearie.
Getting rid of all of this nonsense. And that should have helped. Better, I suppose. that warehouse is probably completely overrun at this point of work. Well, then it should keep the production going, hopefully. So we have one all the way back there. We can just set up another one down here. And see how that paints out in the long run. I think everything else is actually going relatively well. Is there anything else we need to worry about? I don't really think so. Things seem to be stable enough. Let's make a bit faster and see if my resource situation actually turns worse. Because it doesn't really seem like it. Doesn't really turn that much better, mind you, but it also doesn't turn worse. But we would need to improve probably quite a bit more. Just to make it look a bit nicer.
I'm always tired these days.
The people celebrate your leadership.
I don't really need that. No that. No that.
Please aid me as you promised, and dispel this nightmare.
Think you can harm what's already dead?
Potentially, yes. Not actually that hard to do.
People celebrate your leadership.
Less piggies. Cattle can stay.
Ceasefire has ended.
What do we have here?
Competitors are now at war. The people celebrate your leadership.
Nothing against Schnapps distilleries. They can stay just where they are. It is every down here. What a mess. That's putting it bloody freaking nicely and mildly. Yeah, no, I'll even give you a small one. Bit of an extra. Now we can more realistically actually ascertain how the situation is for our resources. I'm kind of losing out on quartz sand. I think that basically everything is fisheries at this point. Yeah, that should make sure the actual glasses gate worked. I think we can relatively safely say that we have done pretty damn well for ourselves. The situation seems stable, under control, to put it mildly. The people do not seem to be overeating too much. Not right now, at least. Well, our production is still, you know, somewhat all over the place. It is getting somewhat more concentrated here, there, and everywhere. Probably make this look a lot nicer still, but yeah. I think that we'll have to wait for the next time. Yeah, but for the moment, we might not have achieved, well, much in the way of things, but in a good direction. Also, the production of piggies is going forward nicely. How does it look for the ship, though?
Ready for a challenge.
Up to the point where we can actually not unload it completely. That is actually good. The definition of being very good. Well, so far so good. As that, it is a bit of a tiring situation, so... Excuse me for keeping it a bit short. As I said, for the moment I shall bid you adieu. Have a good one with all of that, and thanks for dropping by, of course. As for the easily mentionables, we have little Papagag on the left side. He very much came along like that bloodhound he is when it comes to Anno. He's appreciated, of course. Always funny. And games, as is it's supposed to be. As for anyone else, I don't see anyone else. Also, you know, if I for some mystical reason manage to actually overlook you, you can happen. I'm not perfect, and I, especially when like now my eyes are really tired, it could very well happen. So you know, scream, shout, let it all out, or something like that. So yeah. If you wish to be mentioned, you just you know. If you can't get my attention here, just go to Discord thingy and scream there at me. I can reasonably assure you that if you scream loud enough and directly enough, I will actually react at some point. At the very least, that much. But yeah, as for everybody else on the more lurking side of things, more people, usually, as I like to call them, do feel appreciated as well. Pat yourself on the shoulder for a job well done, and well, see you all again soon. That's in tomorrow. With hopefully, or rather, most definitively, the final episode of the Pillars of Eternity 2 playthrough. The finale of the Pillars of Eternity series, and that will be grand, will it not? At least it will be entertaining, I hope. But yeah, with that in mind, once again, have a good one, and